move on to Sir Lunch, who's going to be talking about the blockchain documentary. And I will go ahead and say, Sir Lunch, feel free to step up. I will step back.
Yo, what's up, man? Just drinking some coffee here. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm gonna open up some silent space so you guys can say how you're doing.
Coffee.
Great. It seems like you guys are a little bit slow today. That's fine. Well, my name
They're
is
not
Sir
all
Lunch
drinking
the
coffee,
host,
man.
right? My name is Sir Lunch the host, and I am shooting a movie. Not just any kind of movie, but a documentary. A documentary of great proportions. Well, at least I hope. Basically, the documentary, this portion of the documentary, which will be broken down into a web series, is about the successes and failures of people on Steemit. I recently traveled out, well, not just me, but me and two other Steemians by the name of Ron Donson and Mackenzie Gary flew out to Las Vegas, which was very, very awesome. And we had the chance to see virtual growth in person, which is even more awesome. And we had the opportunity to interview him, which will last about 2 hours, which will be showing soon, I hope. We plan on going to see Papa Pepper in about 3 weeks. So Papa Pepper, Gifted Guy, and Instructor 2121. They're all going to be part of the movie. And we are also having a side fund for anyone else who reaches out to us and says, hey, come see me. Because we want to get as many people in this documentary as possible to tell their story. And whether it be good or bad, we just want to tell the story. I'll never replace my fire alarm battery. I mean, maybe one day when I'm not lazy. Now, the reason why I'm shooting this documentary, is because I feel like no one is properly documenting the stories on Steemit, right? There's a lot of successes out there, and there's a lot of failures, of course, but there's just a lot of information to be had and documented, so people that come after us when the blockchain and Steemit is a lot more popular can look back and reference and learn some things from, and they don't just have to read posts all the time and things like that. I'm going to open it up to questions, and if not, I'm going to let my beautiful voice continue talking.
Smoke detector is how we know it's you.
Yeah, that smoke detector is how you know it's me. Now, if shooting the documentary was what anyone thought it was all about, well, it goes much deeper. I actually, when I go out and do these things, I help people that I encounter. So, for example, when I was in Vegas, before I even met Virtual Growth, I encountered a few homeless people, and I decided that I was going to get them on video. We're going to have intelligent conversations, which is all on the blockchain, of course. And after that little meeting, I gave them some money, and gave them the link to the Steemit website and told them if they ever, are able to get a functioning machine that can get them on it, they should sign up and yada, 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 yada. I also know a couple of Steemians who have not been fortunate as some of us have been, and have not been earning as much as they thought they would. And so I'm also starting a fund that when I do meet Steemians who have had failures on Steemit, and just the ones that I know that were dedicated and just maybe just didn't work out for them, I'm actually going around and, giving them money to help start up projects that they couldn't really start up themselves. So not only am I traveling to places for the people who didn't get to see the successes, I'm actually funding projects that they would like to see the light. And I'm going to be talking to them in person and trying to help them facilitate all those things. And I'm also traveling out to some people to help them vlogs, because if anyone noticed, I do kind of good on my vlogs. So I want to get everyone in position to where they can vlog, because I believe there should be a new wave of vloggers, which is not like YouTube, but they're called crypto vloggers. People who live from crypto, live off of crypto, trade crypto, and they vlog about it and how that is incorporated with their daily life and how they live different. Because a vlogger who trades and deals with crypto is completely different from a vlogger who deals with fiat currency. I will now open up the mic for questions or comments.
What types of things are you going to be focusing on in particular? Just stories of Steemit and the successes that you see portrayed in the Steemit community? Or when you say Bitcoin, when you say cryptocurrency documentary, what types of things you're going to focus on?
This is going to get deep, by the way.
I also have another question after that.
All right, so I'll wrap his question up pretty quickly. So basically, it's not just about Steemit. It goes much deeper. I have audio from a few white hat hackers and gray hat hackers about other things. I have audio and video from different people from block cons hackathons, and the documentary is going to cover much more than Steam It because I've been invited to a lot of different events. So I'll be going to hackathons and a lot of BlockCons in and out of the US and documenting hackers, what their life is like. So the documentary is not just going to be solely about Steam It. It's going to start off that way because, this is the community and, the platform that I love. But it really just branches out to anything crypto, anyone who loves crypto, people getting into crypto, things to running crypto. And sometimes it might not have to do anything with crypto because life isn't always about crypto, right? So it's going to encompass a lot of things, but some of the main things I'll focus on at the beginning will be Steam It, cryptocurrency, different cryptocurrencies, hackers, the politics of the blockchain, which I don't know if a lot of us are aware of. But there's a lot of politics that go on the blockchain that we don't know. So I'm going to be focusing on that. And I'm going to open it up to questions or comments.
Thank you.
Is that you're referring to blockchain politicians?
Yeah, I can't go too much into that, but just pretty much just if anyone who knows something knows that when I say that comment, it actually holds some weight. So, yeah.
Well, it's a very interesting thing, and it's something that during the process of self-governance, one of the things that we've always talked about here is trying to enable people to have a voice and talk about their projects. And that's one of the things that I think is valuable about this project is giving people a voice to talk about things. So with that said, when you're talking about vlogging on fiat, essentially, think about all the platforms where you earn fiat currencies for blogging or vlogging. And pretty much all of them are controlled by a few people who are, quote unquote, well, not censoring things, but censoring things. And that to me is one reason why I see the value of what you're doing and trying to tell people, hey, cryptocurrencies can enable you to kind of bypass the YouTubes saying, hey, buddy, you can't make as much money because you are offensive, things like that. You can kind of bypass that when somebody can pay you in your own cryptocurrency or another cryptocurrency that's part of a community that you care about. I look forward to hearing more about it. And do you have any updates as far as who the next person is going to be and how people can reach out to you if they want to be interviewed for the documentary or if they have any projects that they want covered?
Nicotine's man's best friend. Yes, actually, after well, it's nicotine in a dog, I suppose. But as soon as I had uploaded my vlog behind the scenes about the documentary, Papa Pepper, I know you guys all know that guy. He reached out to me and said, "Hey, I want you to come to me next." I was gonna go see Instructor 21, but Papa Pepper is very excited, so sorry, Instructor 21. Probably see you well. I'm over there. He's actually going to give me his Steam It chain. I don't know if anyone knows, but he always wears a Steam It chain, so he's going to give me that. I'm also going to do kind of a triple whammy. I'm also going to go see Gifted Gaia and, again, try to squeeze in Instructor 2121 and even try to go see Compound Films and Mr. Wang while I'm kind of in that general area. And another thing I want to point out is that I'm not just trying to do this on my own. All right, so for instance, Mackenzie, Gary, and Ron Donson, the people that run with me right now, I was able to pull enough funding to pay for them to fly to Vegas and stuff like that. And I say that because I want to give other Steamians who don't have the opportunity to travel or who wouldn't normally have the opportunity to go talk to other Steamians and go around and do this, the opportunity to do so, which is why I usually push for such big funding calls. Is because I'm not just doing this for myself, I'm doing this for other students. So if you also reach out to me and say, hey, I actually want to be a part of this, not just maybe over the internet, but I actually want to travel with you. If we have that open dialogue, I have no problem with bringing new Steamians onto the project so they can get involved. And new Steamians who do get involved and Steamians who do come with me, I will teach them how to vlog, things like that if they don't already how to, and they can actually get a double benefit. One, they could be working on the movie with me, and then on the side, they could be earning some income while posting their travel vlogs. And it's just things like that. So I can also empower other people because I don't want to be the only person documenting, because I've also realized that my perspective and my viewpoint isn't always going to be the best one. So I want to put a lot of other cryptocurrency directors and vloggers in place to tell the story that I'm telling so we can all tell a nice cohesive story together. Also, I'm looking for an editing team. But I'm not just looking for like an over the internet editing team, right? I'm looking for an editing team that's willing to meet up in person, and a team that's I'm getting a studio. So I'm looking for a team who's willing to come and work at the studio and things of that nature, because I want to take cryptocurrency blogging and movie making to the next level. I'm gonna be like these YouTubers. The quality is gonna be like YouTube. I know how these YouTubers run, and I know why they're successful. And I know that because the blockchain is not a ad-based thing like how YouTube is, the money will come better and easier. With that being said, I will open up to questions and comments.
Quick question. I was wondering how you plan on distributing this.
Oh, okay, well, that's a big question for 30 seconds. So unfortunately, I hate to interrupt you.
Well, no, it's 10 seconds. It'll be free.
Oh, good.
It'll be on the blockchain. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on Vivo. It'll be on wherever you can watch videos. It's going to be free for everyone to watch.
Cool video, man.
Cool.
Okay, sorry guys. This is the 15 minutes is almost up. I will just quickly say, how are you planning on using BeyondBits to help you on this process?
So I use some BeyondBits to get me on the trending page, of course, but well, not on the trending page, on the hot page. But I usually use my BeyondBits, and you can check in my history in my wallet, to pay the people that are helping me on my project by upvoting their posts and upvoting the posts that are geared towards the documentary and things of that nature. So it's a mixture between my own and giving it to the people who are helping me, because that's another. I accept all currencies and I pay my team in all currencies, because all currencies what we can use, right? So that's how they're used, to pay people and to fund the project.
Well, thank you very much. And how do people reach out to you if they're interested in this?
You can find me on Discord, sirlunchthehost. Just message me on one of my posts. I'll find it and we'll get in contact that way, or steemit.chat. If I'm really cool with you, just hit me up. I'll give you my phone number. And what's up, Solomon?
Cool. Sounding good. Well, thank you very much for joining up today, and thank you to anybody who helps him along the way. If you resonate with one of these projects, if you think that you can help them in some way, shape, or form, please consider the various value propositions that you uniquely offer. As always, we try to say and remind people that money, aka money, is not the only value proposition that you can bring. A lot of the time, your networks, the connections, and other various skills that you've earned along the way are very valuable to these projects. So consider how you can leverage all of those value propositions to help the projects that join up here. And also help yourself. Synergy is the name of the game. So with that said, thank you, Sir Lunch, for adding to the synergy with your blockchain documentary and all the other things that you have going, because I know you're stirring other pots. And we look forward to hearing